What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 53 of the LunchBox Comics Draw Stream. I am LunchBox Warren, and tonight we are going to be working on some more stuff for the Longview Dark Market. If you are in the Longview, Washington, Southwest Washington area, I will be at the Longview Dark Market this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And we're going to be working on some more 4x6 cards. I hope everyone's having a good night. Get your guys' music started here. And boom. All right. So just little updates before we get started. I got in the order of Cig and Joe Volume 1 comic book, graphic novels. So anyone who is looking to buy a graphic novel that doesn't want to wait until the Kickstarter, DM me or hit me up on one of my messaging ways through my link tree. My email's on there, Facebook, Twitter, any way you can get a hold of me, and we will discuss. I can give you my PayPal, and you can pick up one of these 226 pages of action sci-fi comedy, and it's the book's going for $20. And to ship in the U.S., it's an additional $10. So $30, and I can have this shipped towards you or to you. But yeah, that'll be also for sale at the Longview Dark Market, and as well as a bunch of artwork. I have these 4x6 cards I've been doing on stream. That'll be sell for $10 a piece. I have 11x17 framed artwork, which I'll be selling for $60. And I also have, hold on one second, let me go grab it. I do art on these 7x10 comic book backing boards, like this one here, and I'll be selling those for $30. So you get a framed piece of artwork. And all this stuff will be available at the Longview Dark Market. All right. So tonight I did some cards, and I want to do some extra characters to kind of fill out the sets. So right now I'm going to start with the Starscream. I already did Optimus, Soundwave, and Megatron, but I wanted to do a Starscream, so that's what I'm going to work on right now. What's up, Mad Mel? What's up, Disturbed Pony Girl? Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys have any comments, any questions, don't be afraid to ask. If you just want to lurk, I love my lurkers. Please, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe. I'm up to 161 followers now. Very happy about that. 161 subs. Very cool. All right. Yeah, I'm excited about this show. I really do like doing shows. Um, I want to do more comic book shows, the whole deal. I missed SquatchCon this year in Port Angeles because it's like 4 hours from where I live, and the last time I went, it cost me almost $600 in hotel. So that's quite the expenditure, and I just wasn't ready for it. I'm going to make sure that I'm ready for it next year, though, and I'm going to make sure I can go because I really did enjoy that show. It was really well put together, fun show. I got to meet Per Burr, for the artist of the Vatican story with Mark Millar, as well as multiple books under his own right. He's a writer artist, really cool guy. I got to meet some really cool people doing SquatchCon, so I hope to do that next year. I got told about a cool one out in Bellingham. I got to see if I can afford and go to that one. Any details I can get on it. You know, I got the Kickstarter coming up for Cig and Joe. I got to start getting that ready. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, sometimes I get so busy. I get overwhelmed. I don't want to do anything. So I just do like the bare minimum prep that I need to do and stuff along those lines. But when it comes to streaming and stuff, and I was supposed to stream yesterday and didn't, and then I wasn't even going to stream today. But then my art brother Mel hits me up and was asking if I was going to stream tonight, and I was like, yes, yeah, I need to get out there. I need to do this. So, thank you, Mel, for lighting a little bit of a fire under me, getting me going. Much appreciated. All this stuff is just so much work. It's a lot of work, but it's very, very rewarding. And sometimes you just have to, you know, get a little bit of a push or remind yourself. It's like, hey, you know, you got to get this stuff done. You got to do this stuff. You're gonna feel much better when you do. Hey, what's up, USARN? Hope's all going well with you. Nice, nice. Hey, what's up, Dingus? Yeah, I'm drawing Starscream USR. And me and USR, me and Mad Mel draw on Mondays. Yeah, we're drawing Lobo. Issue 2 of that came out today. I picked that up at Pantheon. Lobo! That's going to be fun to draw. Oh, Dingus, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow, but I gotta take my brother to the Portland VA for a doctor's appointment. So I'll get with you tomorrow about when I'll be available to do the review for Void Rivals Volume 4. Well, just to be honest with you, skipping would probably be better for me because I still have to do some con prep. And I got so much stuff going on, so it'd probably be better just to wait till next week if that's cool with you. Cool, cool. You do the same, USR, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by, USR. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to link that up then.
I'm like a restless heart. City whispers secrets in the dark. Footsteps echo in the empty park. Chasing shadows, falling apart. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hum, lost in the spark. We're alive in the electric dark. Static buzzes, a signal breaks through. Skyline flickers in a eclectic hue.
Work never ends, does it, Dingus? It's amazing how much work. Mel, you know about this too. Mel, Dingus, how much work we put in streaming, making comics, making content, reviewing video games, all the stuff that we do. We put in so much work and make absolutely almost practically zero money for it. And it's just amazing that we keep going. That, like, the love that we have for it is just must be. It's hard to explain to people outside of it. It's like I saw a post on Twitter today from Tyler Carpenter. A good guy to follow if you're making any kind of content wise. He's a hard worker. And he was talking about how if you can't do this full time, it doesn't mean that it's like you're any less valuable or any less important if you're doing this as a hobbyist. And I was like, thinking to myself, I don't feel like a hobbyist. I know I don't make money off of this, but I don't feel like a hobbyist. But at the same time, though, like, I'm doing this just like you said, just purely for the passion of it. Like, yeah, I would love to be able one day to live off of it, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. And it's just. I don't know. I was thinking about that on my drive to St. Helens today to go to the comic shop. It's amazing. Like, I consider myself a comic book creator and a writer and a creator. But I don't make any money off of it. So it's like, it feels like an occupation, but it's not technically an occupation. But it feels like more than a hobby. It's just a weird spot to be in when you're doing this stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's about the journey. Hey, what's up, Massive Panda? How's it going, buddy? Just talking about the craziness of this hobby of the creation game, YouTube, the music, comic book creating, writing. Just talking about how it's. I saw that Twitter post by Tyler, and it was talking about just because you don't do this and as a livelihood doesn't mean that it's any less important, or what you're doing or is like just somehow cheapened. And I agree with him 100%. It was just weird about how, like, I put more time into this stuff than I do anything else in my life. I spend more time making comic books and art than I do working my day job, which I actually make money at. I can see myself doing this stuff until I'm just too old to do it. But yet, technically, it's not an occupation. I'm not living off of it. But it doesn't feel like a hobby. It's like this really weird middle ground area that we're in. Yeah. Yeah, Dingus. That story is going to be good. You got yourself a good story there too, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, maybe that's part of it too. Maybe the word hobby almost makes me feel like it's like I work too hard at this for it to be a hobby. But maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's like the love and the passion we put into this really can't be just judged based off of monetary gain. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Panda. No, it's not. I get burned out and overwhelmed all the time. But I've got little mantras I tell myself. The daily health updates on YouTube kind of help out too, because I've got to be honest with myself to do those. I have to, like, I always tell myself, you know, it's like, trust the process. When it comes to my comic book art and with the dieting, it's trust the process. With my comic book art, I try not to put too much unneeded stress on myself. So it's like I wanted to be already into the pages of the scroll book by now. But because of life and because of stuff that happened, it just didn't happen as fast as what I planned. But I'm not going to beat myself up over that. I'm just going to take it as in, okay, this still needs to be done, and I'm still just going to work on it. I'm just going to keep moving forward. It's a lot of positive reinforcement in my head. It's a lot of just constantly talking to myself about, you know, you got to keep moving, you got to keep going. Yeah, it's not going as fast as you wanted, but it's still going to happen. You're going to get it done. Trust the process. Be realistic with my goals. Set smaller goals. Like, I have multiple different kinds of goals when it comes to getting a book done, getting artwork done. I believe in, like, multiple goal setting. Some people are kind of like, I'm not successful unless I hit 250 pounds, or I'm not successful unless I'm published, a published comic book writer, an artist. Like, so I have to get published before I'm successful. I'm much different. I have goals like getting issue 1 done. Getting issue 2 done is a goal to achieve in success. Staying a week without cheating. Hitting the gym consistently. Just constantly setting these small, almost like ladder rung goals, where instead of just saying like, you know, this is success, success, and everything below this goal means nothing. My philosophy is that the goals are like this. And each rung is a success. And then up here is the big goal and the big success. But every rung that I do is itself a success. So it's allowing myself to give something that can look, when I'm at this rung here, and I still want to be here, I can look back and say, well, I have all of these successes that I've done so far. Look how far I've come. Look at the goals that I hit to make one issue of my comic book, to finish the arc, to get into a con, to submit to a company, to no cheat day, eat healthy and no cheating, go to the gym 3 days a week, even if I'm just doing cardio, just small ladder run goals building up to an ultimate goal. And that kind of helps me keep me motivated. And I still have down times. I still have times where I get depressed. I still get times where I get overloaded. And you just have to kind of take a deep breath and keep things in perspective and be honest with yourself and just don't beat yourself up. You can't beat yourself up just because everything's not exactly where you want it to be yet. It's a process, and it's going to take work, and it's going to take time to get there. And sometimes that time is going to take longer than you wanted. Like I'm at 105 days into my health journey, and I feel like I haven't lost any weight in the last 36 days. So I've got to work on, instead of getting discouraged and just giving up, I've got to work on adjusting my diet. I've got to work on, maybe I don't need to go to the gym. Maybe I'm going to the gym too much. Maybe I just need to concentrate on my diet and eating less and working on that. Maybe I need to change up how my diet is. Maybe I need to eat at different times of the day. There's all of this different stuff that I can factor in and to get myself back on track instead of just worrying about where I haven't gone and what I haven't done. It's more about thinking about where I've been and where I'm going. And, so I try my best not to put undue pressure on myself. Because it's very easy to do that. Oh, I agree. And, I'm telling you this, but it's at the same time, it's like, I always said, this stuff is like, I could tell you, you can ask me, how do you climb Mount Everest? And I could tell you, well, you just put one foot in front of the other and you keep going up the side of it, and then eventually you'll get to the top. Well, that doesn't express on how difficult that is. It doesn't express on how much whether or not you could actually even pull it off. It doesn't answer a lot of questions about the process and how to get there, and how to achieve it. So it's like a simplified thing, and that's kind of what I do with my goal setting. Is I'm trying not to simplify, but I'm trying to make it so my mind stays positive and keeps moving forward. But yeah, it is a son of a bitch. It takes a lot of work and a lot of willpower. And it takes a lot of talking to myself and just really, being honest with myself. I think being honest with yourself is the biggest the biggest thing. Being able to tell yourself, it's like, hey, you're doing good. It's going to take time. And don't beat yourself up. Look how far you've come. Look what, how far, you have a long way to go. You're achieving something that some people never can think about doing. The amount of work, dedication that you're putting stuff into this stuff. And be proud of that. Be proud of how far you've come. Be proud of what work you do and how hard you put into your work. Be proud of that stuff. Allow yourself some grace. Because if you don't, no one else is going to. Everyone is so wrapped up in their own world. And everyone's so wrapped up in what they've got going on. And what they have going on is the most important thing in the world. And nothing that anyone else is going on is important, because all I care about is what I have going on and what I'm doing. And, if you're not going to give yourself any bit of grace, any bit of like, hey, you're doing good. You're getting there. It may not be happening as fast as you thought, but, we have to be realistic, and we're going to get there because we're going to keep trying. We're never going to stop moving. We're never going to stop working. And as long as you know that, and as long as you keep just telling yourself, hey, I'm going to get there. It doesn't matter what the naysayers say. It doesn't matter what non-believers say. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there because I want this. And if it's not happening as fast as you want, then just keep driving and maybe make some adjustments. And maybe it's just unrealistic time periods. Like maybe I have to tell myself, it's like, hey, I'm 45 years old. I'm not going to lose weight as fast and as easy as I did when I was younger. So maybe, now I've got to work a little bit harder at it because I'm older. And that's just the reality of life sometimes, Because no matter what my mind tells me, no matter how much my mind might try to derail me with negative thoughts, I always fight back with, well, it's like, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to stop. It doesn't matter if I'm not working as fast as I want it to be. I'm just not going to stop working. It doesn't matter if this comic book creator talks trash to me or says something about my work, or doesn't like my comic book or anything, something along those lines. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep doing this stuff, and I'm not going to stop doing it until I get to where I want to be, or I'm just not going to stop improving until I just die. I'm just not going to stop. So that's another thing I kind of tell myself. It's like, it doesn't matter how I feel. I am not going to stop. I am going to keep working at this until I get to where I want to be. So no matter what, just keep working. Keep driving, keep going forward, keep at it. But a lot of this stuff is a mind game. It's about, just what you tell yourself. You have to, sometimes you have to fight it in your brain. What you're doing, you have to keep telling yourself, it's like, this is why I'm doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it, and it doesn't matter what happens, I'm going to make this work. I am going to make this work. You are going to do this, Panda. You've got a good attitude. You work your ass off. You're gonna get where you want to go. Just don't ever let yourself talk yourself out of it. Yeah, exactly. What are your options? Quit? That's not really an option with me. So if quitting's not happening, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Now, with that being said, I do really want some tacos. I really would love to have some street tacos, some chicken wings, a nice big burger. But I'm not going to. But I really do want them. Okay, cool. I just want to veg out all day eating horrible stuff for me while watching anime. Oh, that's good. Oh, and Massive, if you ever do want someone to talk to about it, you can hit me up anytime. Anytime if you need someone to talk. Yeah, if you do pick up Facebook or Twitter again, we can follow each other. And on Facebook, you can hit me up on Messenger anytime. Twitter's okay. Problem with Twitter is that their algorithm rewards drama so much that really the only way to get traction on it is through drama. And so there's a lot of fighting and bullshit going on. But you can get a hold of people. You know, there are positive folks on there. Nicholas Mueller, he's a real good guy. Tyler's always posting on there. So I mean, there are cool people on there. It's just there's a lot of bullshit on there too. Twitter's like social media's version of a Waffle House. Yeah, he's always posting on Twitter and posting on Facebook. Mueller's got a lot of cool stuff on there.
Neon lights sound like a restless heart. City whispers secrets in the dark. Footsteps echo in the empty park, chasing shadows, falling apart.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you.
Static buzzes, a signal breaks through. Skyline flickers in a glitching hue. The world's a wire, and with a fuse burning bright, nothing left to lose. Fingers trace the rhythm, the beat. Feel the pulse, it's incomplete. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track.
Ooh.
Lost in the hum, lost in the spark. We're alive in the electric dark.
Hey, Casher, how you doing, buddy?
Falling through the circuits, a coded stream. Reality shatters like a broken dream. Every spark a story, every glitch a scream. We're just pixels in the grand machine.
Okay, buddy. You gotta go to school tomorrow?
Neon lights hum like a restless heart. City whispers secrets in the dark. Footsteps echo in the empty park. Chasing shadows, falling apart. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hum, lost in the spark. We're alive in the electric dark. Static buzzes, a signal breaks through. Skyline flickers in a glitching hue. The world's a wire, and we're the fuse burning bright. Nothing left to lose. Fingers trace the rhythm, the beat. Feel the pulse, it's incomplete. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams
Oh, awesome.
track. Lost in the hum,
That sounds like fun.
spark. We're alive in the electric dark.
Hey, what's up, Michael? Oh, very nice. So you like working out in the evenings? Yeah, I can see that. I used to work out like working out in the evenings myself, but now I do it mostly in the morning. You just chilling, Cash? Vegeta with his receding hairline. Yeah, Michael, Cash here is my nephew. He likes to stop by and watch the show sometimes before he has to go to bed for school. Oh, it's been going good. I'm a little bit of a stalemate right now. Like, I'm not losing. And I'm still trying to balance working out and my day job. But I'm gonna start adjusting the diet and just when I work out or how much I work out. But I'm still at it, Michael. It's just been kind of off and on. I did a video yesterday and today, just kind of a daily update. But yeah, right now I'm on a week off to get ready for the show I'm doing this weekend. And I reached the end of my bench cycle. So now I'm kind of just relaxing and getting ready for the show, and I will hit it hard again next week. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm 45 and my diet's not bad. I haven't cheated, I haven't done anything crazy, but for some reason I'm just not losing weight. So I think I either need to shock my body a bit and start making some adjustments, try to figure out what's this kind of new way for me, what's going to work for me to lose that weight and to get back on track again with the weight loss. Yeah, I tried fasting, and it's not bad if I don't work, but when I work, it's hard to get that fasting schedule right. So I've got to figure out how to make fasting work with my day job because of the hours and the time set. So that's one thing I got to work on adjusting, but I have not given up on fasting. I really do like intermittent fasting, and I'm going to make that work. Got to figure out how right now. And intermittent fasting worked well for me when I was in my early 30s. And now I'm 45. So stuff's changed a bit, I'm on blood pressure medication because of my blood pressure gets really high. And before I could regulate that with dieting, and now I have to be on medication for it. So there's always, you have to make adjustments. You got to figure out what's right for your body and how to make it work, and just keep working the process, and stay at it. Work on my portion sizes and work on a lot of stuff and see if I can get that back on track. And plus, too, it might have been just too much of a shock for my body. Maybe doing too much. Maybe not doing enough. I mean, I got to figure out what the deal is. Cool. And that's the thing, too. It doesn't matter if you fall off. It doesn't matter if you have a couple weeks, a couple days where you slip up. What's important is that you get back at it again. You're going to have times where it just doesn't work, when it fails. You just got to keep working. Are you tired, Cat? Or are you tired? Well, you go to bed, buddy. Get plenty of sleep for school tomorrow, so you can be, well rested. Yeah, definitely. It is definitely a marathon. Good night, buddy. But you know, no matter what it takes, I'm committed. I'm committed to making this happen. So I'll figure out how to make it work. Oh, thank you very much, Dingus. You have a good night, Michael, and I'll get that package in the mail tomorrow for you.
Neon lights sound like a restless heart. City whispers secrets in the dark. Footsteps echo in the empty park, chasing shadows, falling apart. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hope, lost in the spark. We're alive in the electric dark. Static buzzes, a signal breaks through. Skyline flickers in a glitching hue.
All right.
The world's a wire, it's incomplete. Run to the edge, don't look back. Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hum, lost in the spark. We're alive in the electric dark, dark, dark. Falling through the circuits of cold extreme. Reality shatters like a broken dream. Every spark a story, every glitch a scream. We're just pixels in the grand machine.
Yeah, I've got over 30 now, I believe. I have to do a double check. But I think I have between 30 to 40 cards. The two I did tonight were just kind of finish out some collections. Like I had a Goku, so you really can't have a Goku without a Vegeta. I'll have to do a final count, but yeah, I think I'm somewhere between 30 and 40 right now.
Neon dreams on a glowing track. Lost in the hum, lost in the spark.
All right.
In the electric dark.
Well, guys, it's been 2 hours, and I got a couple cards done. Had a great conversation with you guys, and I am tired, and I got to get up early to take my bro to the VA tomorrow. So I want to thank Massive Panda. Thank you so much for stopping by with with your great comments and conversation. Michael, Mad Mel, you're the reason why I'm streaming tonight, and thank you for the motivational push. Dingus, thank you for the support. You're always awesome. Casher, what's up, nephew? I love you. Thank you for Disturbed Pony for stopping by, and anyone else who was lurking. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to get back on tomorrow, but I gotta do a lot of prep. I'm doing prep for the sale, so I might not get on tomorrow. And I have to get up super early because I am working my day job Friday before the sale. So I might not get on tomorrow, but I will be trying to stream a bit, even if it's pre-recorded from the Dark Market. And then on Monday, I'll be back here for sure at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Melvin Cruz and myself's Art Brothers show, where we'll be doing Lobo artwork. So as always, friends, be good, be safe, and God bless.